everybody. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Carnarium. So excited to have you here. Thanks so much for showing up. You nerds ready to play some D&D?
Ooh.
Let's get into it.
Excellent. Previously, in the country of Olaya, we started in the port city of Altura, where Anariel was slipping out of her room after her patron attempted to convince her to eat her friend Rush. He politely declined. We then switch over to Lady Gael's room, where she convinced her stoic guard Ken that it would be more fun to not be a stoic guard and instead go out for a night on the town. They were able to find a wedding that they crashed and some time to just be friends instead of their professional working relationship. Let's see here. As Oleg and Torin returned from their shopping spree, they realized that Lady Gael's room was empty, and Oleg said there was almost certainly 0% chance that they were alive. It led to a spilled vase of flowers and Torin getting kicked through a door. Lady Gael and Ken did return in time to spare the search. After that, and Rush slept through it all. Rush slept through everything.
As
like
usual.
a sweet little baby.
Just an EP boy.
Yeah, exactly. The rest of the team went to bed, where Torin discovered, after being thrown on the floor by his brother, a note in his armor. We will not discuss the product of that note since everyone is not muted. In the morning, you went down to the main floor of the tavern. You discovered there, overhearing a tiefling talking about ships being delayed 3 days because the god of storms had a tempest brewing in the Eastern Sea. So you decided to head to Mercedes Provisions, where the gnome shopkeep told you about the elf that you had been looking for, and where he was headed and what he bought, leading you to believe that he was likely headed north towards the wards, potentially past the wards. Half of the group then went to go shopping. The Ken and Oleg then made preparations to leave, and were heading towards the portal station. And that's where we found ourselves last time. So that's where we are going to pick up on your way to the portal station. Ken and Oleg, you guys are still walking together. And as you are walking, you have your horse, you have your provisions. Is there anything specifically you're looking to do before your departure?
Yeah, Ken looks to Oleg suddenly and goes, "You know, it's strange, but I feel the need to be at least 8 feet away from you."
I don't know why, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe all this time we've spent together is sort of grating on my personality.
I get that. No, I get that. I understand.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead
I
and
said
just.
that nice thing to you earlier, and I sort of regret it.
I understand. No, I can totally see that. Let's continue walking, but not together.
Yeah, I'll be front of horse, you be behind him. And don't worry, it does not have a butthole.
Yes, that was my concern. Yes.
Yep.
Both of you go ahead and make a perception check.
Me or Oleg?
Both of you.
Oh shoot.
Daddy, by the way, redeemed Mimic Mayhem, by the way, just so you know.
Mimic
Somebody-
Mayhem.
Yeah, you came up
15.
with that Mimic Mayhem, and I'm scared.
Okay, let's see here.
What does that mean?
That's weird.
I was told to relay the message, so I did.
Thank you, because you guys know I don't have chat open. You know I can't be trusted.
Holding Daddy
Alright,
accountable.
Thank you. I need it.
Um,
Go ahead and roll
Scott?
your perception checks. I will find a way to make Mimic Mayhem happen.
15.
13.
All right, you, Oleg, are really thinking about keeping exactly 8 feet away from Ken, and you are trying to mentally keep that distance to the inch. Ken, you hear, as you guys are walking towards the portal station, you overhear 2 men under their breath speaking to each other. You know, they say Marikar's a traitor, but what if he's not? What if he just wanted to instill a queen who's worth her salt?
Ken? Oh,
Ken's going to walk up to them, and clear his throat. Good day, gentlemen.
They look up at you, and you're still wearing your armor that is very clearly stating your position. There is no uncertainty of your job. Make an insight check for me.
Okay.
2 dice, right in a row.
15 again.
You can see that they didn't expect you, but they're not necessarily intimidated by your presence. You can see the one who spoke the words. He kind of crosses his arms, and tilts his head as he looks at you. Can we help you, sir?
You know, it's funny. I was walking by with my compatriot there, the large man. Wave hello.
I like the colossal of the War Knights.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of the Ward Knights. And I it's the funniest thing. I could have sworn I heard treasonous conversation happening, but that couldn't be. Not in the Queen's lands, of course. And so I just wanted to come by and make sure. Did you guys hear anything?
We's just saying what everybody's been thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Is all.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Ain't treason to speak your mind.
No, I suppose that's true, isn't it? Oh.
I think what my eloquent friend is trying to say is you best stay your treasonous tongues lest you find my boot stepping on them, bruv.
Boot? Stepping? Bruv? Ooh.
Intimidation check.
Come on, Oleg.
Can I give him the help action?
Nat 20. Come on.
You
yes.
can, yeah, you're standing next to him. Help.
Perfect.
Use that help.
Don't need it.
Oh.
That's gonna be 25.
Ooh, yeah, you being approached not only by one fully armored soldier, but a second one who is nearly 7 feet tall, and wearing again the full insignia of the Ward Knights. You can see they look down. Sorry I said anything. It's just repeating what we've been hearing is all.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I led you to believe that I wanted your apology. No. What I want to know is who among you is spreading such horrible lies.
Well, you just hearing it in the taverns and whatnot.
Okay.
Saying her mother was picked as the carrier. She was Dragonborn is all, not based on her merit, just based on the fact that she was Dragonborn.
See.
And he kind of looks down.
Well, I will be sure to send your misgivings and concerns to the Queen herself, and hopefully we can come to some sort of benevolent agreement and resolution to any problems that you may have come across. I'm sorry for interrupting your days.
They look to each other, a bit uncomfortable, shifting on their feet, and kind of nod and back away.
Oleg, thank you for coming to my aid. If you had not been here, I am afraid I would have lost myself.
Oh, I was just admiring how calm you were the whole time. It was honestly kind of impressive.
And it's the third time you've complimented me today.
I'm just glad no one else is here to listen to it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Being alone together with you is it's quite the treat right now. I appreciate it.
Yep. And horse, if you murmur even the whisper of this to the others, I will snap you out of existence so fast.
Oh, I will bend all of your legs backwards and absolutely leave you to die.
Yep. I mean, he doesn't die. He's kind of never born, if you think about it.
What an odd existence, indeed. Sorry. Chat.
Toasty, please, we're professionals here.
Lauren, you're next. Don't play. Don't play with chat. You're next.
All right. Shall we continue on our way? I'm afraid that all these different
Yeah,
things popping
I
up.
feel like
and-
what you're trying to say is we're eager to get to the wards.
Yes, that is exactly. Sorry, I'm a little flustered still from all the compliments.
I mean, it's all right. They were really kind of assholes back there.
Indeed, yes, indeed. Yes, they were. Indeed, they were
Have they even met
assholes.
the queen? No, we have.
Right. Don't talk bad about somebody until you've met them.
Right, and then you talk bad about them to their face.
Exactly. You give them at least that much respect.
Right.
As you are continuing your conversation, we're going to jump over to the other group. As you guys have finished your shopping spree, finished your packing, you're on your way to the portal station. Is there anything you guys are doing?
Is Torn with Gael?
Yep, he's carrying all your things.
Torn, I need all of these things. I can't leave anything behind. I need every single bag. I know, not even that much.
Yes, Lady Gael, I got it. I have all your bags.
Thank you. They're all very important.
Yes, as you've continued to remind me, we shall carry them to the portal. We could have just left them at the room, you know.
No, I
We
need
are
them.
coming back.
I've left I've left over half of my items. These are the essentials that I need for travel. It's only 5 bags. I don't know why you're making such a fuss.
Essentials, I think, are usually less than 5 bags.
I don't see how.
You're right. My mistake. Shall we carry on to the portal house?
Thank you.
As you are continuing down the cobblestone streets, you notice the spring song of various birds that you'd find in the city, and you come upon a small but well-kept stone building, which is the portal station. Approaching outside, you see a bustling platform. It's lined with different kiosks and stalls manned by merchants. There's different enchanted travel charms, and there's different exotic snacks. Rush, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, you said rush.
15.
Put those dice down.
Definitely didn't say Torn.
You can't see anything over the bags right now.
Yeah.
Your
For
arms
sure.
are laden. What was it, Rush?
Oh, 15.
15. You notice a very specific smell. You are from the land that borders the desert, and there is a local small, round, almost like a donut that is made with cardamom and honey that you smell that is from your hometown.
Ooh.
Should we get some? I kind of want some.
If you want some, we can go get some.
Looked down at my belly. Yeah, I can afford some right now.
All right, lead the way.
We got some room.
As you approach
Oh,
approach the stand, you see a variety of sweets that appear to be it's the ones that you grew up eating. It's your local childhood treats. This person at least must have been from somewhere near where you grew up.
What were these donuts called again?
Drimpin.
Drimpin?
Trimpin.
Drimpin. Man. Does everyone else want one? Or is it just me getting some?
I think it's just you, buddy.
All right, I'll take a dozen.
So
Oh, it
many.
doesn't. That'll be 2 silver.
Here you go.
Yeah, but I don't have any money on me.
They are sitting on the counter. Are you anything else that you're grabbing?
No, I'm just gonna grab the dimpins. I'm gonna just start walking and eating them.
As you grab the donuts, you suddenly find your hand is stuck to the donuts. You're unable to pull them away. Oh no. It's mimic time.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh no. The crowd goes trampling over as what once was this luxurious honey-soaked donut smelling of rich cardamom has transformed into a gaping maw with teeth jutting forward and a tongue lolling from its mouth,
Oh,
which is
Jesus.
now wrapped firmly around Rush's arm.
Rush.
Your
Help,
tasty
Damn it.
treat is no more. Roll for initiative.
oh.
Rush can't take you anywhere.
I'm sorry.
Is that
I'm
all of
hungry.
us?
Sorry, guy. I'll gotta drop
You're
the
all
bags.
around it, so it's if you want to get involved or not.
Just not Ghosty and I.
Yeah.
Damn.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty
I got a
20 as well.
14.
Okay.
17.
Between Nariel and Torin, who has the higher dex?
I have a +1 for 13, so
I have a +2 for 14.
yeah.
Oh, I have
Alright,
advantage on
you're
initiative
first.
rolls because of my staff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Rush, what did you end up with?
Also a dirty 20.
Well, I
Wow.
think
Man,
that you
and-
might go first though.
I have
Yep,
a 4.
I'm willing to bet. Yeah.
All right. Let's get some dice out. And want to hit us with some fight music.
Yeah, Mac.
I'm on it.
Come on,
It's
Maestro.
Too calm for my arm to be halfway into a mimic.
Poor
Okay.
Rush.
Man.
Yeah, Rush is over here elbow deep in a mimic, and you're what? Just not getting the right music?
Yeah. Like,
Sorry, I had
we'll
to drop
wait. We'll
5
wait.
overloaded bags. You know, my hands were a little full here, guys.
That's just
little,
roleplay.
little burden.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you see before your eyes again this shape just polymorph away from what you were expecting. And Rush, you are up first.
All right. I'm gonna take out my what looks like a stick to them, but it's a staff for me, and I'm gonna just start smacking the mimic's tongue.
Get it.
Oh god, it's in that one.
As you go
Flailing
to
it.
hit it. Yep, you're so surprised by this that you end up actually missing and smacking. Instead of the tongue that's wrapped around your arm, you hit yourself directly in the forearm. So
Oh,
you're going.
all right, go again.
And you will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus. All right. I have 16.
16 will hit.
Okay, and then it takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Excellent. You can see he wraps his tongue a little further, trying to pull you into his mouth.
I'm gonna kick it for my bonus action. A 22.
Perfect. What was that?
Or 22 or 12.
Yep,
points.
that'll hit.
12 points of bludgeoning damage.
12. Spicy. All right.
Spicy.
With your kick, you make solid connection, and him still being attached to your hand, it actually kind of tears his tongue a little bit as you kick him away from your arm where he's still grappling you. Next up, Torin.
Yeah, so as I drop the 5 bags to the ground, I will reach and pull out my great sword and head towards the mimic. I'm going specifically for his tongue to free Rush from the grasp
Please don't get a nat one.
Here. That's gonna be a 19.
Thank God.
Luckily, it's not a nat one.
Let's see here, and so that's gonna be 8 damage, and then
Alright.
I'm going to go for it again. So just swing down, and then I'm gonna go up for an uppercut. Hopefully, grabbing it twice here. Yeah, listen, what you put in the air can sometimes come back to bite you. I didn't say anything about a nat 1, but that's going to be a nat 1 with a 7 to hit.
Disappointed.
It's okay.
With an
Prosthetic arms, you know?
Rush, make a dex save with disadvantage because you're held by a mimic right now.
Easy. Oh god, I also got a nat one.
If Rush dies,
For the
this is my
record,
evil
Yeah.
arrow.
this is not the first time I have hit Justin's character with a nat 1. We are
I
2 for
proceed to
2.
roll a nat one right after.
Hey, Torin, roll damage like you normally would.
Give him the dick rune.
Oh, hold on, I have to roll it, re-roll it. Hold on,
From the dick.
because I have. Oh God, I'm so sorry. 9.
He didn't need that arm.
That's gonna be a 13.
Because you're swinging towards this tongue, the mimic sees it's coming and pulls Torin or pulls Rush closer, pulling his tongue into his mouth, and the arm just comes right in, taking a large
Oh,
slice right to
you
Rush's
bastard.
bicep. 14 points of slashing damage.
Oh my fucking hell!
Oh,
You're heavily bleeding at this
I'm
point.
sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay, it's okay. Just God, please.
Anario, or any bonus actions or movement from you, Torin?
No. I'll end my turn there next to
Thank
Rush.
Thank God.
Anario, what are you doing?
If Rush dies, Anario's going into her villain era. That's it, guys. I hope you guys realize
to a
she'll kill
mimic
everybody.
man.
You love a villain here.
So here's my question, DM. I have
Yeah.
repelling blast for my Eldritch Blast. If I hit the mimic, does Rush go with it? Or
As of right now, the grapple is not broken, so yes, he would
Okay,
go with it.
Okay.
My arm just goes off.
Torin is next to him, and Torin has hit my friend. So would I push him away?
Oh.
Maybe. Let's see. What do I want to do? I am going. Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit, yes.
Okay. Where's my D10?
This is the boss, after all.
That's 12 force damage and moves back 10 away from me.
So again, Rush is just getting pulled backwards as this mimic is sailing 10 feet away. How much damage was it?
12.
Do I get an opportunity attack if it's moving out of my attack range?
It has to, yeah, it has to intentionally move out of your range.
Oh, intentionally. Okay.
And I have 2 beams, so I'm going to do it again at it.
Just land on the floor. No.
I run.
You take scraping damage. What's great? Abrasive damage.
Road rash?
That's a
Road rash damage?
16 to hit that time.
That hits, yep.
That will be max damage at 14.
Ooh, spicy. You guys, what if chat kills Rush with a mimic?
And it was meant to be.
No, Torin killed Rush. Let's be honest.
Torin
here.
killed Rush, not the mimic.
He's done more damage than the mimic.
Whoa.
It is now the mimic's turn, and he's going to try and bite Rush with, well, that was close to a nat 20, but he's going to miss with his bite attack. As he's being blown backwards by Anariel's arcane blast of magic, he just isn't able to sink his teeth into this arm the way that he wants to. And we are on to Gael.
Gael, how far away is he from us now?
20 feet. blown through the donut stand. This poor lady is panicking. The donut lady.
She's a real villain here.
Listen, it was her fault.
She seems surprised.
She's gonna.
Listen, we don't know that Torrin's not in league with this thing.
True.
He did get a
true.
mystery letter.
Listen. Let's guiding bolt.
All right, excellent.
When I get here,
Ew,
Damn.
a lot.
Damn.
what is that? 27 to hit with 17
Ooh.
damage, radiant damage.
17 radiant damage, and then the next
Holy.
attack will have advantage.
Okay. Oh wait, no, critical.
17.
Oh, yeah, that's critical. Is that how we're doing it?
Wait.
Because it was a nat 20.
Oh, so yeah, double your dice then.
I think that's what
Okay.
it already does.
It
Well, no,
did it
it's
for
a-
you.
Radiant damage was 13. Radiant critical damage is 17. So I didn't know how we were doing it here. So
Okay.
17, I think. Okay.
All right. Hold on for a second while I do some very basic math. It's gonna,
Oh, 'cause
it's
this
gonna
is
take a
D&D.
minute.
D&D Beyond. Because usually you just roll the damage die and then times it by 2.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
she's doing D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay.
And Lady Gael, as you see all of this happening, you see everyone is moving around in panic. You see the crowds that are around are starting to flee as Rush's blood is splattering against their faces. You see all of your bags dropped on the ground by irresponsible Tauren, and someone has to take control of the situation. And with a blast of radiant energy, the mimic stills and releases Rush's arm.
Oh, thank goodness.
Everybody. Okay, please don't panic. We are fine. We are fine. And she's gonna walk up to Rush and cast Cure Wounds on him
Perfect.
for what are we getting? Beautiful. For what I think 12 damage?
12
Or
damage.
12
12 damage.
12 the other way.
Inflict wounds?
Inflict wounds.
12 anti-damage.
It's everybody. We are fine. Torin,
That's nice. Thank
I
you.
hope that you did not drop my bags in a puddle or any other sticky nonsense from one of these stalls.
Sticky nonsense.
My lady,
The
there was
Dormant
danger.
Lady
I
is
had
running.
to. You expect
saw
me to
what you
stand
did.
idly by to hold your bag?
I saw you should have. It might have been better. I saw what you did, Torin. You acted rash and you did not think your actions through. If Ken were here, Ken were here.
Speaking
He's
of,
got- he's
Ken
got
and
me
Olin,
crying.
catching the very tail end of this, you have now joined the scene.
I'll get up real fast to make sure it looks like I'm not hurt.
Anyway, like I was saying, I mean, it's been a very uneventful day, and I can't imagine that, before we leave, it's gonna get any crazier.
Hey,
Ken?
boy, when the fuck did we get donuts?
Ken,
There are donuts all over the
Yes.
ground. The entire table is tipped over.
Oh, I
Oh.
swear to
You
God,
need to
if
get
you
your
wouldn't
brother.
buy any for us.
It's okay. It's okay. It was an accident. It was
an accident. He could have killed you, Rush.
I'm
It's fine.
I
confused.
obviously wasn't trying to kill him.
I don't know. I don't know you.
Rush my bags. Torn my bags, please.
Already replaced, I see.
Torin,
Congrats.
report.
I'll start. A mimic turned you into a box of donuts, grabbed Rush. I dropped Lady Gael's bags in an attempt to help.
Unceremonious.
Unceremoniously. My sword slipped on the upswing. I seem to have nicked. Rush, are you good? I seem to have nicked you.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
I fixed him.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And Lady Gael has saved the day, putting the mimic there to rest.
So everyone is fine?
Of course. Well, my bags, I need to check them to make sure nothing was disrupted from.
I'm sure nothing is wrong with your bags.
Of course. Torin, let me help you with
Yeah.
those.
Yes.
And he'll come take 2 of the bags.
Oh, thank God.
Um,
I mean,
Could
if
you-
you guys want to strap them to the back of horse Tua,
well, Horse
he's
Tour
like
won't be able
literally
to
just
travel
following
through
us
the.
around doing nothing.
Well, Horse Tour won't be able to travel through the portal. You'll have to
Don't tell her that, though.
I'm sorry.
I hear you, Oleg. You are very. Remember, talking slower does not mean whispering.
I was not talking to you. I was talking to Horse 2. Oh, thank you very much.
That's a her. Interesting.
Horse
mean-
2 is a her.
Oh.
She's actually quite delightful.
Yeah, I mean, vibrant personality on this one. I'll be sad to see her go.
Yes, indeed. We will mourn the loss. Torin, did you really almost kill the little one?
Almost
no.
killing him is an over exaggeration. Let's be very clear.
Well, what part of the arm did you hit? Did you hit an artery?
Rush, come here. What? He had a mimic's tongue wrapped around him. I'm not sure.
And you went
Rush,
for the
where did I
tongue?
get you? I went for the. It had him.
Yes, but you go for
It
the
was
base of the
holding-
tongue. You don't go for the part where the arm is
Rookie
connected.
mistake. You gotta go
Obviously,
for the
wasn't
jowl.
trying to go for the arm.
Okay, very well. Well, Rush, you were good. You no harm, no foul.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
very well.
fine.
Anariel, are you well?
Yeah, she's fine as well. I'm fine,
Okay.
she's fine.
And Lady Gael?
Well, I need to inspect my bags, Ken. They were
Of
just
course,
thrown.
we will. I will assist you in inspecting your bags. Of course, absolutely. And we will replace whatever needs to be replaced.
A chair. I'm kidding. They're fine. See?
Torn,
Nothing wrong with it.
are you trying to be funny?
I would never.
As you guys are picking up the bags, finishing your conversation, the donut lady is piling donuts into Rush's arms in apologies. You will never want for donuts again.
Please.
One of the mages who works at the portal station is walking by, coming in apparently for her shift. She is a human. She has curly red hair, and as she's walking by, going to work, she looks up. Oh, and she locks eyes with Ken. Oh, were you successful on your mission then? You're back already? I thought you'd take a little bit longer.
Of course. You know, it seems that I forgot some things. I'm sorry. Do we know each other?
She draws her brows together a bit in confusion, and decides that you just maybe were too busy to remember her. I was on staff 2 days ago when you traveled to Vacal. Said that the Queen sent you on a mission.
Yes, of course. Yes, that the mission. Of course. I'm so sorry. Yes, so busy, could not remember even what I had for breakfast that morning. Question:
Her feelings are a
didn't-
little hurt.
I didn't accidentally reveal anything about my mission to you, did I?
We know better than to ask about anything like that.
Perfect. I just, haven't had my wits about me the last couple of days. I'm so sorry to have forgotten your face. That is terribly rude of me.
It happens. You're a busy man. We understand.
Did I know this is a very strange question, and if you don't have an answer, I understand. Did I say anything or lead you to believe anything before I left?
Just said you were heading to Vacal under orders from the Queen.
Did I show you? Did I show you any sort of documents or any sort of identification?
She is starting to actively get more confused. It's unnecessary given your station. You're free to travel through the portals as a Queen's Guard.
Of course. Just want to make sure we're doing an audit, just making sure, nothing untoward is happening. Right.
Is everything okay?
Can we hear this?
Yep, you're all here.
Everything's perfectly fine. Yes, of course. I'm actually going to be heading back to Vacal now with my my compatriots here.
Hi.
Lost
She,
your
she gives
treasure.
you a respectful nod.
Terribly sorry to ask this next question. I know it's even more rude, but what was your name again?
Silvara. Silvara
Silvara.
Embercloak.
Oh, wow. Lovely name. Absolutely lovely. Right. Well,
Shall
it was a
shall I be preparing the portal for you again then?
that would be fantastic. Indeed, yes. For six and for 6 people, please.
It gives you a nod, but again, her face is a little crestfallen at the fact that it's only been 2 days and clearly you do not remember this. So she is stepping inside the small stone building to prepare the portal for you.
I'm turning to Torin as soon as she walks away. So, your
We're
old
sneaking out on
mentor
duty.
is. You're gonna make jokes. You're gonna make light of this.
Please, it's a serious enough situation as is.
Your old
Surely a
mentor is
little humor.
masquerading as the Queen's Guard.
Seems
Do
he's
you
not-
have
that's
any
not the
idea
only
how
person he's
dangerous that
masquerading
is?
as.
No, but
I'm aware. Manifest stature, he can get anywhere he wanted if he wanted to.
What if he
Listen,
does
I
that?
feel like time is of the essence at this with this revelation. I mean, he could get anywhere in Vacal with your credentials, right?
yes. Right. Is everyone prepared to leave?
Yes.
Just tying up my arm.
Is it still openly bleeding?
No, we're good now.
Ken, perhaps, what if while we're out there we get separated and we can't tell the two of you apart, or he tries to impersonate one of our party? Perhaps we should have a code word or
A safe
Something
word.
that we say.
A
Yes.
safe word.
Safe word.
Yes. I prefer the word cinnamon.
Cinnamon's good.
Cinnamon. So cinnamon will
I'm
be our
allergic.
word when we ask each
Mhm.
if okay. Torn, did you hear that around the bags? Cinnamon.
Yes. Yes, Lady Guile, I heard. Cinnamon,
No
it
cinnamon.
is.
I mean, it's kind of a common word if you think about it. Like, it comes up in conversation.
You talk about cinnamon a lot.
I mean, it comes up.
Right, but when we specifically ask for the word, that's when you use it. If it just comes up in
I'm
conversation,
just saying it might get confusing. I was going to propose Squidward for the word.
Squidward?
You're just making up
Word,
words
yeah.
at this point. What? That's
No,
nonsense.
he was a guy I know back at the wards, but he's dead now.
You want to use the name of a dead knight as our safe word.
Honestly, if you'd have known him, it would be like he'd be tickled pink.
He
Well,
was
can we
pink.
decide
Fine,
on what-
cinnamon's good too. I like cinnamon as well.
We could go with Squidward. I don't mind. Look, I don't want to rain on your parade. We can go with Squidward. It's really not a problem.
It's a good name. It's a strong name.
It's
a family
very
name.
yes. It's a good name, strong name. It works. I can agree with that. So Squidward. We're gonna change the word to Squidward.
Gael's gone into
He was a
the.
good,
She's
good
left.
man.
Gael, as you go into the building, what you see is a stone arch that it has a slight repression into the wall. It has a solid stone backing to it. The arch is something that it looks like you shouldn't be able to walk through it. It looks like you should just walk into a wall if you were to go under the arch. But you've traveled through portals before, so you know that stepping through this will be stepping through magic. The door has different runes inscribed all along the stones along the archway, and you see 4 different mages standing there. You see the human Silvara that you saw before. You see a male tiefling. You see a female half orc, and then you see a middle-aged elf.
I think I'm gonna go up to the human that had the conversation with Ken because Gael overheard everything.
Mhm.
And she'll say, I do beg your pardon. What was your name again?
Silvara.
Silvara. Lady Gael, I just wanted to apologize for my friend. You see, he, in the course of training and his protective duties, he's been hit in the head a number of times, and unfortunately, that does affect his memory. So please don't take it to heart. He means nothing by it, and he forgets me sometimes. Could that be possible?
Yeah.
He does.
Make an insight check.
Hens catching strays. That's tough.
23.
You can tell by her face that she is concerned that he should not be a Queen's Guard. Like, if this is the person who is taking care of the Queen, and if you are saying that he doesn't remember you guys sometimes and 2 days ago.
Right. Well,
So she's thinking about writing a report right now.
no, I see your concern, but you know, when it comes to instinctual things, it's the social. It's the social that he has a difficult time with. But the duty, the job, you know, those things like that.
Roll persuasion.
It's quite unfortunate sometimes. He forgot how to dance at one point. He stepped on both of my feet. It was horrible. Horrible. 17.
She gives you a nod, like, I guess that makes sense. You would know better than she does, so she gives you a nod. The report will remain unfiled, but she has lost a lot of respect for Queen's Guard Ken.
Oh, okay. I think it was going to happen inevitably anyways because he forgot her. So
I did. Can Ken come in now?
Are you still talking about Squidward and Cinnamon?
Oh, I would have. If Gael left, I would have followed after her because she's not
you're
supposed to walk away.
I don't know why anybody thinks that they're going to tell
Because you
Gael.
promised.
I did no such thing.
Yeah, Ken will walk in. Lady Gael, please keep an eye on the group and make sure that you're sticking with at least one of us.
Perhaps you should keep an eye on me, Ken. Or did you forget again as well?
I had Torin on your guard duty while I took care of some needed things.
My bag's in the dirt.
As you're talking, Silvara takes your hand gently, Ken.
Silvara,
The lady told me of your condition. Perhaps I personally am not gifted in healing, but the healing mages could likely take a look at if you're interested. I've known many healers that are capable. She gives your hand a loving pat.
I'll put my hand on top of hers. Silvara, your concern for me is heartwarming, and I appreciate and once again apologize for not remembering your name. I assure you, you had more of a impression upon me than that.
Absolutely.
Peaceful.
I've seen some of the ladies that he
she make an insight check.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yes, no. I've seen some of the ladies that
Oh no. Dirty 20?
frolicked with.
Oh, she thinks that you're coming on to her. She thinks that you are flirting hardcore now.
No, definitely not. He will let go of her hand and be like, well, we have to go, before this situation becomes something that it shouldn't be. Gael, will you, can someone get the portal going, and then we can, because,
If it's on already, Gael's walked through. She's left.
son of a...
If it's
Ken,
on.
are you flirting again?
Listen,
can I
no,
roll
you
to
don't
stab
want to bark
Torin?
up that tree. What he's got, there's no cure in.
A confused look headed in your direction as well. Oh, the portal's prepared if you'd like to.
Fantastic.
I don't
Yes.
suppose, and I swear I'll never ask this, but there's every chance that we can try to get horse to a fruit. I'll just become attached with this one. like sort of bonded.
You can certainly attempt it, but I'm not sure the magic will hold up.
I was afraid of that.
Can I give the help action to Horse Tua to try and stay materialized through the?
Yeah, and then I'll
portal.
have you make a an Arcana save.
No,
We can do this.
Oh no.
together we can do it. Station Horse Tua. I take Horse Tua's massive spectral hand, or head between mine.
It's got full
Well,
hands
actually,
instead of
I
hooves.
take
That's
her on
terrible.
She-Hulk, and I'm just like, whatever happens, I want you to know that you were the really good horse for these last 24 hours or so.
The best horse.
I will probably miss you for the next 24 hours or so.
A good 24 to 28 hours.
Oh, let's do this then.
Okay. Okay.
Not bad. It's not bad. It's not good either.
You have advantage.
I have advantage.
Yeah, I'm giving you the help
Okay.
action.
Oh, I can't make an Arcana save. I'm assuming you want intelligence
Yeah,
save then.
yeah.
It's not very. 30, 20. Let's
Yes!
go.
She lives to fight another day.
It's a win for the
Oh my
horse
word.
community.
Seconds as you're going through, but she holds.
Come on, Bessie.
Ken fully hugs Oleg, just like jump up and hug him in excitement for Horse Tua making it through.
Holy shit, we did it!
We did
I
it!
always lose concentration on that one when I go through the portal.
Love it.
Man, Ken is cutting loose this episode.
Heck,
Hey, him and Oleg are developing a very deep connection, and I'm
Oh yeah,
enjoying
they
it.
are.
Deep connection. Internal.
Not that part. I'm gonna turn off chat. I
Just
can't.
screaming.
I can't.
Cat.
Right. So I'm super excited to, introduce you all to my home. This is Outpost Vackle.
You have now stepped through the portal to Outpost Vackle. Ken, I believe it is canon that you have been here before, but I think you're the only one.
Besides me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, we did some rewrites. Right, so I would love to show you around. There's some pretty meager accommodations, and there's some different magical things. I know, Thorin, you had wanted to see the ruins, but first,
If you've got Owlbear pulled up, there is a visual depiction of Outpost Echo. There should be, but I'm not sure.
It popped up on mine.
Yeah,
I see,
I
yeah.
see it. Yeah.
That's what you're looking at. Oleg, do you want to tell us about your home at all, or do you want me to?
you can wax poetic, but I'll give him a tour around the place.
Yeah, perfect. So the landscape has instantly changed. Previously, you were in almost a Mediterranean feel. You were right on the seaside. It was a very temperate climate. Here, you can tell the temperature has dropped several degrees as you step out of the portal. You notice that it is mainly pine forest. You see a couple deciduous trees, but it is largely pine. You see some rolling hills in the distance. You see mountains. You see some scattered lakes. This is really a picturesque scene that you're looking at. You can see different circling birds overhead. Those of you with the sharp eyes of elves would probably be able to tell that they are eagles. This is a nestled into the rolling hills, a pretty beautiful location, but it is an active military base, and you are surrounded by ward knights. You see it before the one plate of bronze armor of Oleg. Here you are surrounded by ward knights, and as you step through the portal, Anariel, as you look around, you know that ward knights are monster hunters. That is their profession. That is what they do. And you hear a voice caressing your mind. My sweet little fox, surrounded by wolves. And that's all you hear.
It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna be fine. Rush, stay by me, please.
Yep, I'm right here.
Cool. No doubt, no doubt.
Can I make an insight check? Thank you.
I guess my deception.
Anariel, you can make a deception.
It's a 14.
Ooh, I have it. +7 in deception.
Roll bad.
And your odds.
17.
Yeah. Damn.
You did your best.
You tried your best.
Mean mugging. You see nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Right, so, like I was saying, it's quite picturesque. It is a brutal place, but we are hardened, strong men. But given the sort of direness of the circumstance, before I give you the grand tour, I feel like we need to go see the Lord Commander.
Okay.
Lead the
Check
way
in.
then.
Yeah. Is there anybody manning this side of the portal?
Yes, there are 4 mages on this side of the portal as well.
Perfect. I'd like to speak to one of them and just go up and be like, hey, so weird question, I know, but understand there are extenuating circumstances to this question. I was here 2 days ago. I came through the other side of this portal.
You were, sir.
Yes, perfect. So you remember me.
Of course, sir.
Perfect. Did I say or do anything after I came through?
You requested permission to speak with the Lord Commander. I believe you said you needed to get north of the wards.
Perfect. Okay, that's great. That's good job. Proud of you. You passed the test. We're gonna go speak to the Lord Commander now.
Again, you see a very confused half-elf give you a nod.
Perfect. I didn't flirt with you, did I?
this half-elf, you can tell he's a half-elf because he has pointed ears, but he is far too broadly built to be anything other than half-elf. Doesn't have the fine bone features. He's much more rugged than that, and he has long hair. And the question of you flirting with him, he tips his head a little bit, thinking back on your conversation to make sure. No, sir.
Good. Not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying, it'd be horribly improper of me, and I didn't want to overstep.
Clears his throat, looks down, a wry smile tugging at his lips.
I'm going to walk away now, as you were.
This is Ken's sexy episode.
This is Ken's sexy episode.
I'm so afraid of what this guy did as me.
I'm so terrified.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Right, so Oleg is sort of leading this like motley retinue through the streets, acknowledging sort of all of. He's been gone for 2 weeks, so he's sort of like, brother, good to see you.
You're getting
Well met.
nods in
And
return.
clasping like Mayor
The
Oleg.
forearm shake.
Yep, brother. So, anyways, I realize we're all like dressed the same, but there's a lot of distinctions in the ward knights in terms of different roles. Like you have your wardens that man the wards, you have your you've got all kinds of different. You've got scouts, you've got vigilators, retributors, castigators, potators, all sorts of different roles and responsibilities.
Last one that you said, the potators.
That one I was fucking with you, but as I was listing them up, I realized a lot of like.
That was good.
haters.
It was a good one. It was. Yep.
Nothing slips by you guys.
As he mentions the wardens which maintain the wards, those of you who haven't been here before will notice a distinct lack of a visual wall. You can feel it. There's so much magic in the air. You can just feel it pulsing, but you don't see a visual wall dividing the northern portion of the country from the southern portion of the country. Out of the corner of your eye, there's maybe a shimmering iridescence to it, but when you turn to look in the direction that you know the wards would be in, you don't see anything. You just feel it.
Is that the border, Oleg?
Yeah, if you sort of look at it just out of the corner of your eye, you can smell it though. You get used to the smell. It's like raw magic and like intense masculinity. The intense masculinity is coming from us. The magical smell is coming from the wards.
Oh, all I smell is musk and body odor. Interesting.
That is what I said.
Oh, I see.
I mean,
Slightly offensive too. But you know, you're up here doing a duty, and we appreciate everything everybody does here.
right, right. So I mean, this is it. This is the you walk through these doors. Is everybody coming to see the Lord Commander? Is that like?
Oh yes,
It's good.
absolutely.
Proper.
Do you want to
I
go?
feel like maybe let me go in first and I'll sort of announce you, kind of like you do with Lady Gaia.
Okay, if that's what you think is prudent, just
the
be aware he probably already has talked to me before.
Right, so I feel like it would be sort of shocking to him.
If I just walk in, yeah, well, I
Yeah,
should.
so I'm gonna sort of preface that there is a shape shifting. Well, don't worry, I know these people. I'll do the talking.
Yeah.
So I'm going to walk in.
As you walk in, you see a sorry, you see a human male. He is in his late 50s. He's got kind of shoulder length hair that's beginning to go gray, that was initially a deep brown color. You can see he is fully adorned in his bronze armor, the bronze armor of the Lord's Commander. As Oleg, you know, you have different oaths and things etched throughout your armor. His, there is not a bare spot to be seen. The oaths almost look like swirling patterns and embellishments. They're so, every inch is so covered that it looks like artwork in itself of the oaths of the previous Lord Commanders of the Ward Knights. And he has a red hooded cowl currently back. And he is behind a grand desk. You can see there's different maps kind of strewn throughout with different locations of scouting parties, of different positions of people on the continent. You can see that there's a high back leather chair made of rich wood and then well cared for leather. You, although his body is covering it right now, sitting in it, you know, having been in this room before, that it would have the emblem of the Ward Knights, the eye, and this sword is embellished on the leather of his seat.
Lord Commander, I have returned from the capital.
Report.
Unfortunately, have basically nothing but shit news. Unfortunately,
A heavy breath leaves the word commander.
no doubt you are familiar with Malachar Voidbreaker.
Indeed, the post came here as well.
Right, right. So you know that he means to bring down the wards.
This is new to me. He has such power.
I mean, he closed them before, so it sort of stands to reason that he could. We know not the means at which he seeks to achieve this evil aim, but we have reason to believe that he was in this very camp not but 2 nights ago.
In fact,
Disguised as one of my companions who I traveled here with a Queen's Guard.
as soon as you say the word Queen's Guard, his face was absolutely pale.
A Queen's Guard, his
No.
little brother, a really small man, a sort of emo girl, and then like a really hot man.
You're saying the Queen's Guard that I met with, that I sent north of the ward.
I fear, Lord Commander, that that was Malachar Woodbreaker.
A heavy fist comes down on him, scattering items.
I mean, I'm pissed about it too. To be fair, he has been disguising himself as a lot of people lately, so I wouldn't beat yourself up about it. if he went north of the wards, my lord, give me permission to pursue him.
Will be granted, of course. We shall form a party.
Oh,
2 days.
and I'll bring my companions. They're sort of waiting outside. They're like,
He waits, but you can tell his mind is already making plans. But
right. Okay, so I'm gonna like keep my head up the door and be like, okay, listen. So I know you're all super excited to meet him. He is a bit pissed right now, so I would just try to let me do the talking. I feel like we have good rapport. You are permitted to come in and listen. Just don't touch anything.
Yeah.
Torn, straighten up. Stop shaking. The bags are not that heavy.
They're just a little heavy.
That's fix yourself.
Honestly, I would just leave the bags outside. I feel like, listen, we don't have a lot of access
Oh.
here. I don't know if you know, it's very sparse. We sort of keep to our duties. We're very big into that sort of like
Outside.
take ourselves pretty seriously here. I feel like a bunch of bags of
He-
like clothes and bullshit are gonna not be well thought of.
Oh.
Yeah, Lady Gael, he doesn't mean outside as in outside this room. He just means in this room, like outside of the Lord Commander's room.
I'll
Mm.
sit with them, Lady Gael. They'll be fine.
Oh, Carnarium, dear, you are just so glad that you're here.
Much I give her. All right. May I present to you the Lord Commander of Outpost Vackle.
and you can see he peeks. He stands at Ken and Lady Gael's entering, tapping his fist to his heart in greeting. Appears someone has been wearing your skin, Queen's Guard.
That it does. My humblest apologies for whatever trickery has come from this.
You cannot be held accountable for a wicked man.
No, but I.
Now, what is
Sorry.
next is for us to decide to do.
Well, it all depends on the conversation that you had with him.
Unfortunately, I do not know much. He gave his credentials, saying that he was on a highly secret mission and needed to go north of the wards. We, of course, granted it. He was sent above with supplies.
Well, sounds like we must follow then.
His supplies could not have lasted more than 2 or 3 days, so it may give us an idea of how far he was traveling.
Might we, if I may be so bold, Lord Commander, enlist the help of a scout, someone who's used to ranging north of the wards?
Certainly. We'll call Colfin. He knows the woods.
Colfin's a good man. I would want no other at my side.
Lord Commander, apologies. Are you, by any chance, sending any other ward knights to the kingdom anytime soon?
It is not on the schedule for our outpost for another 6 months.
Could I trouble you to send somebody regardless?
With a message.
Yes. I just wish to update the Queen on our party's current whereabouts and plans.
Of course.
Perfect.
We shall have writing materials sent to your room, and I shall dispatch someone at once. Is there anything that you'll be needing for your journey?
I feel like it might be worth going to check out some of the supplies. Comparing, I feel like this is a dangerous mission and the Voidbreaker is strong. And as we well know, and I'd like hold up, point to the traitor is Guile, full trust him not. But I was enough.
You don't have sleeves. You don't have armor on your
Oh
arms.
dang! Okay, something back here. Then it is true. I don't have sleeves.
You
That's
just pointed
canon.
to your large green bicep.
Yep. I always forget where all these things are written down. But anyways, it might behoove us to have a bit holstered supplies before we just run in.
Of course, you'll speak to Baron. He will have what you need.
Perfect.
No.
Alright.
May I have one final word with Ward Knight Oleg?
Of course,
That's
we
what,
will
Commander.
retire.
I will meet you all outside.
Okay.
Once the door closes, his face is still holding the heaviness of the weight of this knowledge, but he looks to you with slight concern on his face. It has not escaped me that you have not been north of the wards since that fateful day.
I have not. And it's no loss on me either.
And you believe yourself capable of fulfilling this mission despite what happened last time.
I failed to protect my brothers that day. Give this chance to me to redeem myself.
A solemn, proud nod.
I will not fail you.
I do not believe you will.
Commander.
You're dismissed.
Alright, so off to Baron then. Oh, you guys are gonna love him. He's old, and he is. We're kind of walking at this point, like I'm ushering them around with the armory.
Is there a place to put the bags?
Yes, mayhap I can take Lady Gael to the accommodations with her bags, and we can drop
I
those
mean,
off and
I've
meet
said it
you.
100 times at this point. You can strap him to horse. It was a very concerted effort on my part to maintain horse's physical form throughout this entire, and it feels like he's being underutilized.
That's a good point. Very well. Let's strap him to horse.
Like the gods.
Careful. Be careful.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, this one's a good one. Horse 2, I will mourn you for just days, probably, if you pass
48,
on.
72 hours. Yeah, no, indeed.
I mean, I'm not good with maths, but it'll be a while. So anyway, it was like I was saying, Baron, you guys are gonna love him. Dwarvish chap, he's old, injured, but as you all well know, we serve for life here, and he continues to serve the Knights of the Ward, even in his old, infirmed, decrepit, sort of crowed over age.
Oh, sounds delightful. We shall be happy to meet him.
I mean, he manages like not only our armory, but we have sort of a vault in there that we keep all manner of fucked up things in. It's like magic items we confiscate, demonic relics. There's probably things in there that we don't even really understand what they are, so they're like sealed up. You know, I mean, Baron, stand-up guard that he is in charge of all that. Oh, here we are.
I thought that was you, my boy.
Oh, Baron, how are you?
As you look to Baron, you see an elderly dwarf. He has probably initially had red hair, but most of it has gone gray now. As he moves to the little desk at the front of this armory, you can see he walks with a really heavy limp. And as he comes up, you see the smile lines around his face slashed through with multiple heavy scars. Still proudly wearing his bronze armor with the different oaths and things etched into it by previous unknown hands. What can I do for you?
Well, Baron, we are, well, I should introduce my friends. Here are my friends. We are headed north of the wards.
Lovely to meet you.
Sorry, we're just on a bit of a tight schedule at this point, Baron. We're on a very secret mission from the Queen herself.
Secret.
Yeah, and because you applaud me, I'll tell you about it, because,
Oh,
you know,
Oleg.
there's no secret.
Perhaps not. We mustn't take up Master Baron's time. We need to gather our supplies and be on our way.
As all
And
of you are
certainly-
talking amongst yourselves, Torin, make a wisdom save.
Yep, don't like that.
Can I distract him so that he rolls at disadvantage? Can I continue to chastise him about my bags?
You sure?
No
yeah.
way.
Oh,
You're
no.
not gonna make me roll a disadvantage.
Yes,
I just rolled a nat 20. Do not make me lose this.
Torin.
Do
Torin.
it.
If something happens tonight again, I will be
I got a
most
6. Oh, come on.
Torin.
Oh.
That's-
All right.
do it for the plot. Do it for the plot.
Love
You're a
you.
monster.
Heart your face.
You, as everybody else is talking, your gaze shifts to a plain back wall drawn as if on a thread, and you hear a whisper that completely captivates your attention. Find me. Me. Power is yours. That's all you hear?
So Malachor Voidbreaker, the Voidbreaker,
Okay.
disguised himself as that fuck over there.
As the queen's go, as the
Right, as him.
audacity.
And no, you're gonna. I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but you're gonna kind of love this. But walked into Dostra's office, got him to open up the
He's
woods.
shitting himself now.
Oh, he was so pissed. I could see blood vessels popping in his forehead.
Oh, I must steer clear of that lot.
Yeah, I would not go near him. Anyway, so we're gonna go north and kill the Voidbreaker.
Well,
But
you're certainly going to be needed. And he hobbles back and comes back with a myriad of warm winter clothing, of warm boots, and you notice. Please hold. You notice that these boots are emitting a faint magical aura for you, and you can all add Boots of the Winterlands to your inventories.
These are not quite my color, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Good sir.
Since Lady Gael, you will likely need a visual description. You will notice that they are leather with they go about mid-calf. They are laced with fur on the top, white fur of a hare, and they are laced down and they are tipped on the bottom with metal spikes.
What are they called again?
Boots of the Winterlands.
Oh, this is the spikes. I see. I'm assuming these are not for design, perhaps more function.
I mean, a bit of both. I feel like they're good for walking in like icy terrain, and then they're also good for like stomping a demonic entity's head into a paste.
Mm,
It's sort of multi-purpose. There's a lot of things in the Ward Knights that are like that.
quite disturbing. Oh, like the visual.
Aaron, do you guys have anything to kill vampires?
Of course, we've got. What do you? And he hobbles back. You can see with his heavy limp, and he starts piling down silvered arrows, silvered spikes, silvered javelins. You can see he grabs a vial of holy water and he comes up. What are you needing all this for?
Mm.
Insight check that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna
That
figure
would
this
come
shit out.
nowhere.
But there are quite a number of vampires up here.
Nat 20.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rush, what does your face show with a nat 20?
I'm just like, kind of like just nervous and kind of like my eyes are darting to Anario because like. Just wondering
Oh.
if he has anything to kill vampires.
Yes, we'll take all the equipment that you have to kill vampires. Everything that you have. Because we might need it.
I may
you
have caused my
serious?
own murder here.
Oh, no. We just,
no.
it'd be best for us to have it and not you.
Do you feel like there's a chance that Malachor Voidbreaker is? You don't think he's
Surely not.
Yeah, I'm
Surely
gonna go
not.
ahead and I'll do a persuasion check for this one.
Why would you
If
think
that's
he's
all
a
right.
vampire?
I don't
All right,
know.
perfect.
Why'd you pick
12.
For persuading everybody on why you want to carry the items,
Yeah. Why we want all of the vampire hunting equipment.
I would say with a 12, they're probably unconvinced. So
Hmm.
whatever you guys, rest of the party, whatever you want to do. Currently, Baron is loading all of them into a bag of holding for you.
Yeah, I would like kind of go up to Anara and be like, hey, why did you want me to buy all this stuff?
I'll tell you later. It's not safe here.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you have any potions of speed,
see.
Baron?
Speed?
It's like Adderall for you. You don't need that.
And water.
What's an
Adderall?
I'm not the potions master here.
That's fine.
Surely you don't need that rush. Could you be any faster? Might run through time.
I can help.
Thorin,
people
again,
faster.
louder.
Oh,
Find me.
Soren,
Baron,
you okay?
yeah. Good. I'm good. Just a lot of sound. Thought I heard something.
So since Malachar is like taking the faces of other people, you don't have like, I don't know, sort of like a helmet of revealing or like some goggles of fuckery, like anything in the back there that would let us sort of see through his ruse. We're worried about killing each other. We did make up a safe word, which I at least have the sense not to tell you, but
Try a guess.
I mean, you could guess, but you're never gonna get it.
I was gonna guess Persimmon.
It is close. You're very close.
But it doesn't matter because we can't tell you for the safety of our group, right, Oleg?
You're right.
I
Perfect.
mean, I'm obviously not
Are you
gonna.
thinking that I could be Malachar?
Of course not. No, it's just he could be listening or an agent of his or.
That was a question. Once a ward night, always a ward night. You must always consider that I could be Malachar.
I was about to say, yeah, he definitely could be
Yeah,
Malachar.
Okay.
Constant vigilance.
Constant vigilance.
We are
God.
the eyes in the
Yes,
darkness.
right. So about these goggles of fuckery,
I don't believe the goggles of fuckery do what you think that they do.
I kind of want to know now what the goggles of fuckery do.
I
Gaia
no
wants-
longer stock those.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's for the best.
We've had incidents.
At least 4 of them. Well, anyways, so if we don't have the goggles of fuckery and we don't have the helmet of disguise self-revealing, I don't know. Is there some other sort of artifact? Go way in the back. Looking at with the stuff with the dust on it. This is hunting Malachar Voidbreaker. This is spare no expense. I'm pretty sure Dustra said anything they want. He did not say that. I'm sorry, I
It's
lied.
just a wizard, Oleg. I don't think all this is that necessary.
It's a
Listen,
void
At some
breaker,
As-
level, it's overkill.
Thorin.
God, I feel
Sure,
like
Put
I am.
yourself when if you put your hand in the bag of
am-
holding.
I feel like a broken record here, and I'm sorry, DM. Can I do an insight check on that?
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Okay.
just a lot of weapons. I mean,
Thorin,
how many swords
16?
does one person need?
Roll deception.
I don't know. I mean, like
Horse
one
just
for up his
genuinely
ass.
concerned at the amount of weapons we're collecting.
He's not a loot goblin, clearly.
10. I'm
Any particular reason that you say Malachar is just a wizard?
with Torn's history on and with Malachar, he's a great wizard, but he was on the wizards board for so long. You know, I think it was just between all the distractions of the wall, the weapons, and everything else. He's just distracted.
Indeed.
Well,
You see Baron is shuffling, heavily limping as he's going shelf to shelf, and then he pauses for a second. Hold on a second.
The goggles of fuckery?
No, I told you I got rid of
Please?
the goggles of fuckery.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hobbles,
mate.
hobbles, hobbles. And plucks a small velvet bag from a shelf, kind of brushes off some dust and hobbles back. I'm not sure you're gonna like it, but... And
Ain't no beads?
he opens the small velvet bag and drops what looks to be an eye into his hand.
All right.
You'd have to go to the med, but I think this might solve your problem. Holds out the eye to you.
I'm assuming you're going to say but I'm going to ask just to be safe. Where are you suggesting we put this?
You will be replacing your eye with this eye.
And what exactly is it going to let me do?
Should
Us
be able
two?
to see through the illusions.
Who gets the
Should be.
lobotomy?
I mean, that seems like
As long as there's
really
no
good
life
magic.
involved.
yeah. Ken will offer himself up.
I mean,
And what color eyes do you have?
I believe Ken has green eyes.
All right, this one is hazel, so you would have two different color eyes.
Ken sees this as not only would it help with this mission, but when he's back guarding the queen, it would help him so much with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll offer himself up. Oleg,
live-
I will offer to have the eye put in.
I actually feel like that would make a lot of sense. I have some levels of magic training to sort of detect ruin, or I hate to keep using the word fuckery, but I'm gonna.
Detect fuckery. Yeah, no, I can follow that.
Right, so I sort of have the means. So yeah,
Mhm.
if you want to have your eyes plucked out, by all means.
Very well. Lead me to the what is it? The med that we said.
You know, it's not Baron. You're not installing it.
I would not want me installing.
No, your hands are so shaky.
Torin, will you stay behind and make sure we collect all the supplies?
Sure, I can stay.
Right.
Good luck on your secret mission, boy.
We'll come back with his head.
I just want to be a part of this.
Ken's a joiner.
He loves the Ward Knights. This is a dream come true for him.
Ah, baby boy Ken.
In
getting to
another,
live
in
his
another
dream.
life, Ken. Could have been you. Should have been you.
All right, where are you headed? And who's going with?
I suppose I better take you to the medical
Mhm.
because you would have no idea how to find it otherwise.
Nope.
Okay. So I'll do that. I will leave horse behind because I'm imagining all the shit needs to be packed onto horse.
Makes sense.
All right. As you head to medical, you go down a few twisting hallways. Down, you actually have to walk out through the courtyard. The medical area is conveniently near the training ring, so you hear the clacking of weapons in the distance as you make your way into this medical building, and you are greeted by a kind of thin, waifish female elf in white robes. Welcome. What is the nature of your injury?
Oh, no injury. Oleg, would you care to explain?
Yeah, so Baron gave us a sort of interesting artifact that my friend here is looking to have installed into sort of his ocular region. We was hoping you might be. Here it is.
She takes it from you and examines it, and you can feel a pulse of magic come from her as it caresses the item, the eyeball. Interesting indeed. I will be able to install it. Should Should take likely an hour, and you will most certainly regain your sight.
Oh, that's good.
Shall we? She
Would
directs
you-
you to a table.
Ken, there will be no shame in asking me to hold you down.
You know what? That actually probably is a good idea.
There will be no need. We will state you.
You're gonna. Oh, Oh.
I mean, he's sort of like, he's a queen's guard. He likes to keep his.
yeah. I don't think I
You know,
want to be
we say
sedated.
constant vigilance a lot, but they are sort of all about that as well.
You
Yeah.
wish to be sedated. This.
I mean, it's up to you, Ken.
Can you just give me like a crap ton of painkillers, and then Oleg can hold me down? If I'm out for any amount of time, I mean, even when I'm asleep, if the smallest noise, I'm awake.
That is your wish.
Perfect.
And she, again, you see long, slender, pale fingers directing you to one of the beds.
He'll lay down in the bed.
She twists her fingers, and you feel a rush of warmth go through your body as the spell of the pain relief is channeling through you, as powerful as she can muster, but it is not going to be pain-free. She collects her tools, and again, another twist of her hand, and the eye is sterilized. She gives Oleg a nod to hold him down.
Right. Bro, do you want something to bite down on, or are you good? I don't want you chewing your tongue off.
No, I should be. I should be fine, but just
Okay.
have something just in case, maybe.
I mean, just things get bad, just sort of like channel, think of why you're here, I guess. Imagine Malakov Voidbreaker's head pasted into sort of like a jelly-like consistency,
Mm-hmm.
spread on the bottom of your boot. Right, that's what helps me.
Mm-hmm.
Things would not really act as jellies.
Please don't ruin this for me. It's
Yeah,
all
don't
I'm
ruin this
living
for us.
right now.
Yeah, it's the only thing keeping me going right now.
Are you ready, sir?
Oh yes, yes.
You're
And she-
so brave. You're so brave.
Turns to a
And
table
I
and
like bear
pulls
hug.
a long, looks like a long, thin spoon from the table. As
Oh,
she
that looks nice.
opens your eyelid and make a Constitution save.
Kenneth,
17.
because I'm a paladin, you also get to add my aura of protection, so +3 to your save because
dirty 20.
I'm in
Oh,
your,
it's a dirty 20.
I'm in your space.
You feel as your eye is literally spooned out of the socket, and you are able to. You're biting the inside of your cheek, but you do not move a muscle. You taste blood in your mouth as you are just biting down. You see her produce a medical shears as she cuts the optic nerve and sets your old eye on the table.
Oh,
And proceeds to magically reconnect the tissues of this new eye. It will take her about an hour. What is the rest of our group doing?
I am grabbing that bag full of vampire stuff.
Ken, you didn't take that with you?
I didn't know it was handed to me.
It was just set out, I
Um,
thought.
You had made a persuasion to try and be the one
Oh.
to take it.
Yeah, if it's all right that I have it.
I
Then
mean, Baron
yeah.
so
Oh.
it's kind of if you
I
would
don't
have taken it before Anariel could get it.
I don't think I would have because I didn't want it for myself.
Mhm. So then it's
Um,
probably in the pile of stuff.
Yeah.
Yoink.
All right. Anariel now has a bag holding full of stuff to kill vampires.
Respect.
All right. Anything specific you want to do to pass this hour, or are we jumping forward?
Torin,
yeah. What's up, Rush?
so they've been talking a lot about killing Malakar. Is that the case? Is that what it's going to come down to? I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. I've never killed anything, so I don't know if I'm the best for this.
I don't know. There's a lot to figure out. But we'll figure it out in due time. But for now, we need to find him first. We don't know what's going on with him yet.
All right.
All right. As you get things loaded up by Baron, there's other ward knights walking around that could give you directions if you want to go wait for Ken at the med tent, or to the guest quarters at the barracks if you'd rather go back to your rooms, or anywhere that you want to go.
Dial's wondering where Ken and Oleg are. She wandered off when the F-bombs were being dropped. She doesn't like to hear offensive things to her ears, and so she wandered off somewhere.
Ken's getting his eye removed.
I'm sorry, what?
He's getting his eye replaced with a different eye.
Why?
It's a magical eye, so he can see through illusions.
Surely there was another option. Defile himself like that? Oh no!
It's just what he wanted. I think he'll be fine. He's with Oleg, so Oleg could take care of him.
Worried about being taken care of. Why? His face.
Well, hopefully they don't go too rough on the eye.
Well, I should hope not. He'd be disfigured.
But you have a pretty cool eye.
All right, we are
Torn.
Tristan.
Go ahead.
Nope. Torian, go ahead.
Torn likely also would have wandered off, except he would have looked for directions from Ward Knight to go and see what the wards themselves actually looked like the room with like the runes, especially with the stories he had been told previously.
So you are given directions to a part of the building that looks almost like a lighthouse. There's a tall cylindrical building that you would have to walk up circular stairs. And on the very top, you see a room that is open air, and there is a large stone bowl in the center. This would be the size of a table is how large this stone bowl is, and it's a very shallow bowl. And you see right now there is one of the wardens who, again, is in the same bronze armor, and it is the warden's job to maintain these wards. And so he is currently brow pinched in concentration, and you can just feel magic from his body pouring into this stone bowl before it kind of lets up and juts back, and he notices that you're here.
Apologies, no, didn't mean to interrupt.
Is not a problem. Can I help you, sir? And you notice that you see a Goliath, a large male Goliath, who has darker skin and short hair, and again that bronze armor that is classic for the Ward Knights.
No, I'm Torn of the Queen's Guard. We're here on a mission. Malachar had passed through here, so we're trying to see where he went. But I was told many stories of the runes, and how beautiful they were, and I just wanted to see them for myself.
You can tell that he's kind of proud of his station, and he gives you a nod forward towards the table with the shallow stone bowl, and indicates where the runes are wrapping around the entire bowl, and gives you a brief explanation of how daily magic pours from their bodies to maintain the wards.
This is fascinating, truly.
Would you like to try it? You have some magic. I can feel it.
As much as I would love to, I fear I may need to conserve my energy for the task ahead.
A wise man to always be prepared for danger.
Well, much danger we could potentially face, so I'd rather err on the side of caution. Thank you for allowing me up here. I appreciate it. I will remember this for a long time.
If you're ever staying, come and see me. Name's Brahm.
I'll take you up on that. Thank you, Braun.
Nods and holds out a hand, and again the magic begins pulsing from him.
I will make my way down and then go. I should probably find Gael. I'll start looking around.
All right, in the hospital wing, Ken, you finally feel the eye pushed back into socket. Would you please follow my finger? And she is going to make her roll. She said you will almost certainly regain your sight.
No.
What role do you
regain-
need? Okay, perfect. Oh, thank God.
Yep. You, your eyes follow. They're looking in the same direction. They are just. It feels like your eye. Anyone who looks at you now sees that you have one green eye and one hazel eye.
Okay. What do I see? Like, is my vision normal or is it different in that eye?
It's normal. And she looks at you, and kind of circles her fist, and holds her hand aloft, and conjures an image of an apple in her hand. And you can see with your regular eye, you see an apple. With your new eye, you just see like a hum of magic.
Interesting. Well, it
How
works.
does it look?
Well, one eye sees an apple, and another eye just sees, in your words, Oleg, a bunch of fuckery.
So it works.
It works.
I'll be honest, you really held your own there. Having your eyes scooped out with minimal meds. I sort of thought when I first met you that you had like this cushy position, just like standing in court doing curtsies and sipping crumpets. You are a man of surprises, Ken.
Thank you, Oleg. Right.
Right before this gets too sentimental and you start kissing me or something, let's get out of here.
Oh, yes, no, absolutely. We wouldn't want that to occur. Right. And Ken will go to get up.
Oh, do you want you want the original one?
He holds it aloft in her hand.
Ew.
I don't know what you do with it, but probably sentimental.
I'm sure there's some prank I could pull on Torrent with it.
I saw this coming.
As will I.
Wow. Wow.
Can you preserve it by any chance?
Certainly. And she goes, and there's different vials and things, and you see that there are, in fact, other organs on shelves. And she drops it into a vial of a clear yellow-tinted liquid, puts a stopper in the top, and hands it to you.
Thank you. I'll put it in one of my side bags.
Is
Right.
there anything else I can do for you today?
No, I don't believe so. Oleg, is there anything you're needing?
I would like to keep both eyes. Thank you very much.
Certainly, sir. She gives a nod
Uh,
and goes back about her work.
brother, we thank you for your service and hope to not be seeing you again soon because that would mean we were grievously wounded. So, stay vigilant, friend.
As always.
Thank you for your service. Right, this way, Oleg, right? Or
Yeah, I suppose we should.
Rest of the group, you've been looking for Ken?
I've been looking for Gael.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of watching Gael now.
And I'm with Rush, so I guess me, Rush, and Gael are somewhere.
Come on, Rush. We need to find this medical tent before anything rash happens.
And you see Ken and Oleg walk out, and do you want to make a perception to see if you notice the color of his eyes?
Gosh, yes, she is looking.
You can do it with advantage because you knew that something was happening.
The audacity.
Oh, actually, your passive perception is high. You would notice right away.
True. 21 anyways.
Ken, what have you done?
what?
Your face.
Oh,
I mean,
the-
his face looks debatably an improvement.
Oh,
the eye, yes. You were in the room when were you not paying attention?
no.
Oh, okay,
Your
gotcha.
offensive language caused me to flee. So, but she'll like come grab your face and like move like.
Oh,
What have you done? There are two different colors now. Oh,
yes.
We still have the old one.
yeah, we still
Oh,
have the old
no.
one.
Whoa!
You want to poke it?
No, please put it away.
Yep,
Put it
put it away. But put it away. No, Lady Gael, I assure you, it will assist in this mission as well as in my position as the Queen's Guard.
Oh, but Ken, they're two different colors now.
Yes, but no, go ahead.
At this point, you guys again are near the training ring, so you're hearing this clacking as you look over to someone calling out, "Hey, Ollie!" as he sees you, and you see a full-blooded orc approaching you. He is in his late 20s. He's nearly as tall as Oleg, but he's much leaner. He's still wrapped in muscle, as is his orcish heritage, but not nearly as broad as Oleg is. He has a small set of double tusks just peeking above his top lip. You can see he has a lopsided smile on his face as he is kind of jogging up to you from the training ring. His skin is a deep mossy green. His hair is thick and dark. It's kind of roguishly unkempt. The wind is just styling it as it sees fit, with pointed green ears sticking through. And by his side, trotting next to him, you see a large mastiff as he comes with you. As he jogs up, and he is not wearing bronze armor, but greets Oleg friendly.
I'm gonna go for the Finn, you son of a bitch, and go for the flexing clasp of hands.
He takes it into a more full hug than a clasping of hands.
Okay.
Reaches his arm around you and ruffles your hair.
Still not maintaining the grooming standard, I see.
Certainly not. How was your trip?
Oh, it was the capital, so it was shit, stuffy. The food was good, but I feel like my hips are sore from all the curtsying. And honestly, my ass is sore from all the sitting. I'm looking forward to...
Oleg,
And
no
back
one
to it.
required you to curtsy.
I mean, there was a lot of people was curtsying. Finn, you should have seen it. Someday, if you're done being a wild animal up to north of the woods, you should consider checking it out.
You know my days as a wild animal are never going to end.
Right.
And
Gonna
Ken?
introduce me to your friends?
Oh no.
Right. This is Queen's Guard Ken. Ken's younger brother. Tiny little man, whose name I constantly forget. Enoriel, she's sort of emo. She's gonna give you the cold shoulder, and then Lady Gael, she's sort of a pain in the ass. Don't touch her bags.
I hear you, Oleg.
Can Ken just be
Right, and
petting this dog?
I'm giving you a proper, noble introduction, just like Ken does. It was just like Ken does it.
No. You didn't include my titles, and you added some other colorful words.
You see once again the lopsided smile on his face as he drops into Lady Gael. What you would notice is a perfect curtsy, and gives you like a mocking bow. In
Do I
jest.
know that it's mocking?
It's more silly, I guess, than mocking.
I like this guy.
I see.
Don't let Finn's sort of demeanor and appearance color your assumptions of the Ward Knights. This man is one of a kind. He's a true deviant, and
He looks down at the dog. Did you hear that, Tristan? A deviant.
Stop it. Oh my god.
no, I mean honestly, the dog has better manners than you do.
Scratches the dog's head.
Oh, Ken just gets down on his knees and starts petting this dog and loving on it.
You are covered in drool by the end of this interaction.
Love it. He looks at Lady Gael and is like, I always wanted a dog.
I know you've talked about it before. Okay, I can't. I'm so sorry.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You're a good boy.
Finn, have you been briefed?
Well, I'm headed north.
I mean, like more specific. I feel like you're always heading north, so this is like sort of a big deal.
Should we maybe
Yeah,
move out of the hallway to discuss this?
I'll show you guys to your quarters. Let's go. And leads you away. You can see he's just wearing fitted, well-worn leather. It's sleeveless tunic that kind of cuts close to his hip, and then well-worn leather pants as well.
Honestly, what the fuck are you wearing?
Same thing I'm always wearing.
It's just like
What a god.
one of the big benefits of taking the bronze is that we wear, the bronze. Who's gonna etch it in your armor? In the moment of your death, when you're sitting there, what are you gonna etch into? Nothing.
The moment of my death, I'll be north of the wards, and the armor is more likely to get me killed than the leather.
Sometimes
Yeah,
less is
but-
more.
Don't exactly want to be advertising when we're up there.
Fair enough.
Speaking of, we might want to do something about you lot.
Like in the sense that
You won't be wearing that. At the very least, we'll need to cover it.
I think he's talking about you, Gael. You are sort of inappropriately dressed for the occasion.
Absolutely not. This is my traveling garb. What? Inappropriate.
Lady Gael, the terms of our travel have changed to more dangerous than once thought.
What does that have to do with what I'm wearing?
Well, you know how you wear a dress to a ball?
And to tea and to
Indeed,
wander
yes.
about the gardens and
Mm-hmm, yes.
everything.
And you wear armor to fight.
You wear armor to fight, sure. Who's
Right,
fighting?
I'm saying there's specific garb for specific occasions.
Fine. I'll put it over my gown. What? I don't understand what you're insinuating.
Torin?
Have I found them yet?
Oh, you're not with us.
At this point of wandering the halls, you go ahead and just roll me an investigation.
That's a 7.
You're back outside the armory.
Fantastic.
Oh, so much whispering.
Mm.
Mm. I will cast a sort of a paused glance at the armory before continuing to move on.
Lad, are you lost?
Just looking for my compatriots.
I believe they were headed to the med tent for the. Oh, points at the eyeball.
I see. In which direction was that again?
And he will direct you out to the courtyard where the medical station is.
Thank you. I much appreciated. And I'll head off towards the medical area.
All right, they are no longer there.
Keep wondering if I continue to not have direction, then
You look around, you see that there
Look
are
around.
people in the training ring.
I'll head there. That seems interesting.
Look for the small footsteps in the ground.
In the training ring, you see two black dragonborn in hand-to-hand combat. They appear to be twin brothers.
I'll watch them for a bit as they trade blows and go through their training regimen, seeing what I could assume they're probably ward knights, so I would just to see what the training regiment of the two are.
You can see that they are both very fast. You can also see something that would be interesting to note as someone who has also had training is that they are mostly using knees and elbows. They seem to be keeping their fists out of it as much as possible.
Interesting. Fascinating.
One of them
Yeah,
is
I think-
thrown to the ground but rolls out of the way before he can be fully grappled. This is a pair that is very evenly matched. Eventually, as the match comes to an end, one brother helps the other up off the ground, and they move to the side of the fence where you are waiting.
What a performance! It was fascinating to watch. What do you call that fighting style?
Just what we've always learned, I guess. I don't think that it has a name, and you can see he looks to his brother, who gives a shrug. It's just how we train.
Fascinating. Do all ward knights train like this?
Indeed, most ward knights have some casting ability, and we try not to damage our hands.
See. So interesting. Different. Do you spar often?
Daily.
Fascinating. My apologies. My name is Torn, one of the Queen's Guard. You didn't happen to see another group, a lady in gaudy clothing wandering around? Maybe another one in
small
armor
smile.
similar to mine.
His motherfucker.
At your introduction, he kind of gives a tip of his head. Genix, this is my brother Cicada. We saw the lady, wondered what she was doing here.
Did you see which way they went off to?
They headed towards the barracks. You ought to be able to find it. Go ahead and then he gives you the directions through the halls to get where they were headed.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It's a pleasure meeting both of you.
Come and spar sometime. See how you'd hold up.
Definitely think I could beat the big one, but another time.
They look at each other. Absolute identical twins.
Yeah, I will not be correcting that. We'll just turn and continue on.
All right. The rest of you find yourselves led to the quarters where guests stay. The rooms are clean and comfortable, but there are no embellishments, no adornments. These are stations that are meant for utilitarian use. This is not meant for necessarily comfort or lavish guests, but you have rooms You each have your own room, but they're all within the same block.
Hmm. Quite rustic.
Right in front of the mic.
It's only for one night, Lady Gaio.
Well, no, of
Are-
course.
You can see Finn kind of like dips a brow. Are you coming north, milady?
Well, of course I can't stay here.
I mean, to be fair, you are no safer. You're in no safer hands than in the hands of the Ward Knights.
Well, I
Honestly, I just assumed you were staying behind.
You'll simply learn that your definition of rustic is in need of updating.
well, I feel like this might be my last opportunity for adventure. Once I return home, I will have duties and responsibilities to my house, and I won't be able to participate in events such as these. So why not?
I mean, do you know what is? You know why the wards exist, right?
Yes. Oh, like I'm quite aware. I'm quite capable. My training as an emissary also included combat training.
She did
I
help
hope you don't
fight
have to
the
use it.
mimic.
I did. I did.
At,
Right.
at this point, the sun is beginning to go down.
Mm. This will be it. This is fine. There's beauty in simplicity, of course.
Well,
Well,
we should leave at first light.
Right.
agreed. We should turn in.
I'll leave you to it then. He gives a tip of his head, and he and Tristan make their way down the hall.
Bye, Tristan.
Goodbye, horse.
Put Rush on top of him.
Across the way. All right. Are you guys going to bed?
Go ahead.
I was just saying if I had made it to the barracks.
Yes. You are now in the area. You see
Went on a
You see
whole
Finn-
side quest.
you see Finn walking by with his dog, but you do not know who he is. You haven't met him yet.
Just see you
Gives
walking.
gives you a nod and a smile.
There you guys are. I was wondering where
Brother.
you went. I feel like I've been on a wild goose chase.
How do we know you're the real Torin?
Oh.
What's our
password.
safe
There
word?
was a safe word.
What we agree upon?
Cardamom? Cinnamon.
Holy
Spice?
shit.
We gotta kill
That's-
him.
I'm just kidding.
You're about to be
Reaching for
stabbed
boot
right
dagger.
in the face.
Squidward! 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 Squidward!
Oh, is that the word? Oh, I suppose it is. Oh, goodness.
You were like
Would you know?
this
You walked
close
away.
to getting shanked.
I hope it's copyrighted, whatever that means.
Squidwards. Wards.
Oh,
Ward.
Ward. Yeah.
Squidwards.
my
No.
mistake.
Totally different.
Ward night. Totally different.
My
He was
mistake.
a ward knight. What were you thinking?
Oh,
Like-
I don't know.
Rest his soul.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Okay, Oleg is going to go on a little night rendezvous.
Sounds good. And you would have different rooms anyways. You have quarters here.
Ken, will you help me bring my bags?
Of course.
Thank you. I only need a few. I don't need them all. Maybe I should have them all. No, let's bring
Just
them
4
all.
out of 5. Okay, there's 5 out of 5.
Okay. Yeah. Ken will easily grab all the bags and walk with her.
So strong.
How was the procedure? Was it painful?
Oh, slightly, but the medics here are phenomenal.
Wonderful. I just could nobody else have done it?
I weighed the pros and cons of each member of the group, and I just felt as if no one else really offered, and I could just see a lot of good could come from it. And I mean, if I'm being honest here, the color of my eyes isn't going to change, the rest of. Like, I know I'm not the best, looking fellow, and I, I, I didn't see the harm in it, and it's a good story to have, And think about it. It's like the fall leaves, right? Going from green to brown.
Right. And Ken, you are very handsome. But I always loved the color of your eyes. They they reminded me of someone, and I'm sad to see it change.
Look, Torin got the looks in the family, and I got the responsibility.
Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, and with this new eye, the mismatch is unique and beautiful in it of itself, of course.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Right. Well, here are your bags. Who?
Oh, but
Who did my eyes remind you of?
oh, my mother's, oddly enough.
Oh, interesting. Um. Good night, Gael.
Good night. Good night.
Now, where is that brother of mine?
He's like right there.
No, perfect.
Right up
Torin,
in the
Literally next to you.
in the hallway. Yep.
you were gone for some time. Were you able to look around?
Yeah, I was waiting on the weapons like you had asked, and I lost the group, so I figured Gaia was safe here at the station, so I took the opportunity. Saw the rooms.
Did you? What did you think?
Stunning, beautiful works of magic, and I'll never forget them. They were awesome.
Good. Good. Well, good work today. I am proud of you.
What's the safe word?
Brother.
Safe word.
Which one? Cinnamon or Squidward?
Fair enough. Just making sure. Didn't want any mix-ups. What's with the eye?
Oh, you like it? It's let's just say it's going to help us see things a little more clearly.
Is it like a spell, or is this a permanent change? A little lopsided.
It's permanent. I had a procedure done.
Oh, sounds painful, dreadfully.
It wasn't that bad. I wouldn't recommend it.
I see. Well, maybe the court magicians can fix the rest of you to look better as well, but I kid. Did you need me on guard duty tonight?
No, you go get some sleep. I will. I feel we may be safer here than we have been for most of the journey.
I see. Well then, I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning. And Ken is just gonna put his back to the wall, and keep watch for a little bit.
All right. Rush and Anariel, are you guys doing anything?
I was gonna go find Oleg to see if he can take me. Well, I don't have money. Keep my money. No, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Do you need money?
You need money?
Got some fun with friends. Be back by 9.
Yes.
Well, you would have seen Oleg walk out of the building, and I'm going to head to the catacombs.
All right, you make your way down. It's dark, but you see that there's magical sconces along the wall that remain forever lit. The light is dim. It's a stone that emits kind of a peach-colored light that circles down a circling staircase until you reach the catacombs of your fallen brothers.
Okay. I'm going to find the. I'm going to kind of walk amongst them for a little bit in thought until I find one in particular. And I'm going to kind of just look at it for a minute. Look around. Is there anybody else in here?
Nope, you're alone.
Broker, it's me, Oleg. I know I haven't been down here in a long time. It's just every time I'm down here, I can't help but to think how much you would have hated it. It's dank and it's dark and it's stuffy and it's just a shit place. I know you're not actually in here. I know you're somewhere up to the north, but I still stop by from time to time. I was at the Queen's. I made like a courtly appearance. I was there. I tried to do all the things that you taught me to be like chivalrous, but I just kept hearing your voice being like, "Sit up straight, Oleg. That's not courtly, Oleg. Where the fuck did your sleeves go again, Oleg?" And I just really miss your guidance. And I wish you were here right now. I don't know if you heard or saw from wherever you are, but they mean to bring down the wards to undo all the sacrifice of our brothers, to destroy everything that our order has built. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going north for the wards for the first time since you were killed, since our brothers were killed, and I'm scared. And I'm not scared of the horrible things that lie beyond. I'm not scared of the raiders. I'm not scared of the demonic beasts. I'm scared of being tested. I'm scared that the oath that I've taken, this mission, is going to come into conflict with what I really want more than anything, which is just to fucking avenge you. I think about it all the time, and I know I'm saying the nightly things and I'm wearing it, and I'm trying to live your teachings, but every single day I can't help but to feel this just burning rage about it, that he is alive and you are dead. And I can't help but to feel like I'm just some feral beast wearing fancy armor. And so tomorrow, I will go north, and I will do my best to uphold my duty, to do it in a way that you would have been proud. And I know the last time I couldn't save you, Brocker. I couldn't save Nurk. I couldn't save Roarin. I couldn't save Camario. But help me save the rest of our brothers. Oh man, whatever. I don't know. You know I'm always shit at ending these things, but I'll hopefully be back. Or if I'm not, I hope that whatever end on me is one you would have been proud of.
As we slowly pan out of Oleg alone in the silence, taking a moment to gather himself before he has to walk back to his own chambers. We feel the heaviness, the weight of longing for guidance. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
My heart.
And that's all we have. Thanks so much for watching, guys.
Yeah,